right, what is good, everybody? Welcome to the Spiritual War Room. Sarah Boone. What a clown. And I know I shouldn't be rude, but this is like crazy. she rejected the plea deal. She rejected a plea deal that would give her 15 years. I think she's been in prison for like 5, or being held for like 4 or 5 years. She could have been out in like 8, you know? She could have been out in 8 years. She rejected it. Now, if she's convicted, she's facing like 22 years or something like that. And that's the minimum. Will they give her the minimum? I don't know. We are going to, because man, I pulled for her and I was getting that she knows. This is what blows my mind, is that she fucking knows that she's guilty, but she knows that it looks bad for her. She's oh my god, I just cannot believe that she turned down this deal. It blows my mind. We're gonna look into it. All right, guys. Why did Sarah Boone reject this deal, man? Why? 10 of Cups. She could be... She's trying to say, because I can't... Because in her... I was going to say, in her mind, she thinks she's innocent, but she knows she's guilty, because I pulled on her. It was just... It's a photo. I took a picture of the cards that I pulled. It's in the community. It's on the community tab, where the regret was setting in. Like, she's like, she knew that she went too far. She took things too far. So she's in her, like, within herself, she understands this. But she's not going to admit it to people, because what she's telling people is like, well, I'm a mother. I'm a mother, and I can't let my child believe that I'm a murderer. But you are, ho! Man, you think you're gonna be able to hide the truth, but nah, man. Wheel of Fortune. She's not gonna win. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is bad luck, because the shit that she did was malicious. She was angry. She was drunk. And it fueled this... Oh my god. She knows that she took things too far, and because she rejected this plea deal, which I think was a fucking sweetheart deal, man. I really do. Given that she beat him with a bat or something like that. I didn't even know that. I just kind of saw that. Somebody was saying, that she threw him down the stairs. Like, I don't really get like balls deep into cases. I just kind of need just basic facts. Like, the more facts we have, the easier it is for me to pull the whole story, right? You can bring me the puzzle pieces and I'll put it together for you, okay? That's kind of how this works. It's really hard when it's a situation that has a lot of messy energy. It takes many, many readings to really untangle everything. But Sarah Boone's, her case has never been more clear. That in my mind's eye, when I was pulling, I think the first time, I was getting the image of she was kicking it. She could have been kicking it. I don't know if she threw it down the stair, threw the suitcase down the stairs. I don't know. Let's look into that. I'm going to use the Deviant Moon Tarot deck for this. What can we get about what happened that night after George was in the suitcase? She got him in the suitcase, and then she started fighting with him. Like, everything was cool. Yeah, like, yeah, let's party, let's drink, let's have a good time, right? This is like a good time. Having fun. It was supposed to, this night he believed was supposed to be, fun. She wanted him in the suitcase so he had nowhere to run. He couldn't run away. And he was going to listen to her. She found out some truth that was, that was being hidden about a decision that he had made. He could have been planning to, again, he could have been messing around. Like, he could have been messing around with multiple people. She knew about it, or she found out. But I think what she found out was maybe that he was planning on going back to, like his wife, the Hierophant speaks of marriage. He was deciding maybe to go back to an ex. And she found out, like, all the communication. And, I'm hearing, she could have been saying, the ex-wife, that's why she said that. The ex-wife is always bugging him. Like, she needs things for the kids or whatever. He could have been telling Sarah this. Like, oh, she's just, because they're talking. He's considering going back to his wife. But he can't, he's thinking about, like, well, how am I going to do this? What's my best move? Like, I don't know. He could have been using Sarah. I don't know if this is for money, a place to stay. Whatever that is, a vehicle. Different reasons why men use women. Fucking sorry ass, pathetic ass men. I'm sorry. I just finished doing another reading, and I was getting that energy like so fucking hard. And he could have been one of these guys that was using and abusing the person that he was with, and that was Sarah. And he's thinking about, like, considering maybe reconnecting with his wife or going back to his wife. He has kids with this person. And every time Sarah might have caught him talking to her, to the ex-wife, or maybe texts, he tried to play it off as if, like, oh, she's just bugging me, man. She needs stuff for the kids and this and that. But they were really talking. He was trying to figure out some kind of how to best move to get out of this connection. But why? Like, maybe he was planning on taking something from her. Money, car, I don't fucking know. I don't know. He was trying to take something and sneak off. Maybe let me just get some money from her first. Tell her I need money for something. Yeah, yeah. And I'll. She saw some online communication, man. That's what set her off. And he was like, she knew that if she tried to confront him, he was just gonna, like, say, oh, she's been crazy. He would just lie to her, gaslight her, maybe even leave, like, I don't hear you, like, or ignore her. I don't know, but she was gonna make sure that when she spoke, he was gonna listen. Okay. Wow. Let's see. What else? Yeah, he was trapped. I can't get out. I'm trapped. Look, I'm trapped. She won't let me leave, and I have to listen to her. I can't even plug my ears because I'm crunched up in this stupid suitcase. Yeah, she was taunting him, bullying him. Look. She could have been hitting the suitcase with a bat or something. A blunt object. Yeah, because he was thinking about going back to his wife or his kids. The emperor's a husband, a father, head of household. And it hurt her to know that he was planning on leaving her, but taking, maybe finances to run off with his wife, his ex-wife. Yeah, how to best make, what move would be best, and then I'm getting the chessboard, right? Which move is going to be best? Ten of Pentacles. Pentacles speaks of finances. I'm getting right here, it's the investigators. They know the truth. They've been working to get message, like as they're trying to get through this case, they receive some kind of message about the communication between Sarah and George. Maybe even Sarah and, or I'm sorry, George and his ex-wife. Yeah, it's like, yeah, going through their devices. Okay. So let's see. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, that's the true spirit saying. She thinks, okay, look, Wheel of Fortune. I was going to look into the Wheel of Fortune, and then we got the Wheel of Fortune upright. So she believes she's going to have success. She believes she's going to have success in her court case. But she got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So where she thinks she's going to have good luck, she's going to have, something that, I don't know. She's gonna get caught up, and she's gonna end up losing. It was a foolish decision to walk away from that plea deal, man. She got a sweetheart deal, and she's saying, I don't know. She's saying, I can't admit to committing murder. My son. What about my son? He can't know that I'm not going to admit to something I did not do. But she's like, fuck, I did do this. I know this is a sweet, why the fuck did she walk away? It was a stupid, she was stupid for that. Even Spirit's calling her out. It was stupid for her. Oh my God. It was like a gift to get away, man. Like 6. She could have been out in 6. I don't know. Good behavior. Model inmate. Sarah Boone. Running the law library. Or, She was stupid for that. She was stupid. Even, oh my God. Could she accept it later? Maybe. I don't know. Probably. I don't know. Later on, they're gonna start jury selection, I believe, on Monday. Yeah, the son that was. So she rejected that. Thinks that the work that her and her attorneys are gonna do is gonna set her free. I don't know. She's gonna be able to, she was hoping that they would be able to suppress certain pieces of evidence. But I don't know which came first. Did they already? No, they're allowing all that stuff. I'm thinking she already knew that they were gonna allow this stuff, so why the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. it doesn't make sense. And I'm like, but why? And then I remember she's saying, because I'm a mother, I can't let my child see me or hear this about me. It's, yeah. She thought she was going to be able to sneak away from the consequences, but judgment's going to be called on her, whether she likes it or not. This is bad luck. This is the bad luck. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is bad luck. And this is bad luck in her court, in her trial. Okay. Anything else? Gonna cuss my family, my kids. They're gonna see exactly who you are, because having to go to trial, that's where everything is. I don't know. Even though that information, like, there's certain information that isn't out. That might come out. I don't fucking know. But this family, or this child that she's trying so hard to protect her reputation for, is still gonna see her for what she is and what she did. This is her family, yeah. Eight of Pentacles. What's the Eight of Pentacles? Moving forward with this game that she's playing, that I'm innocent, is really going to, I don't know, highlight something about her. Her kids are going to see her this way. Her family's going to see her this way. They're going to abandon her. They're like, damn, I didn't know you were like that. You would sink so low. You would do some, you know. Yeah. Man. That's why Spirit is calling her out on this and saying that it was foolish for her to reject this offer, because she could have still had a chance to heal her family connections, and her stubbornness is sacrificing time from her family, which is she should have been very thankful for, because George's kids are never going to be able to, you know, have any connection with their father. And she's forgetting that. She's not seeing things clearly. She's not. And that's why Spirit said that was the wrong path for you to go down. So she could be getting, it's going to be a heavy burden on her, the time that she's going to get. She's not going to like it. It's going to be hard time. I don't know how much time I don't even know what the charge is against her. Okay, can we get an idea? All I'm getting is that they're gonna. I heard the maximum. They're gonna give her the max that they can give her. I don't know how long that is, but they're gonna give her the max that they can give her. Yeah. Oh my god. The Tower. Yeah. That shit is going to suck. She's gonna be like, wait, what? I don't think she might not, like, she could go through the whole trial and it could just go horribly against her defense. But when the jury delivers the verdict, it's almost going to be like it comes as a shock to her. And I still struggle to understand how, when she understands that she understands that she's guilty, but she just won't say it. In her mind, she knows what it is. She was even having regret about what she did, all because she was jealous. So she knows she went too far, but she's still being stubborn and bullheaded that she rejects a fucking great deal. Maybe she deserves to get the max, because she obviously has no remorse for what she did. If anything, it's even worse because she's claiming to be the victim. Ain't that some shit? Like, get the fuck out of here, Sarah. Like, fucking get your head out of your ass, man. I cannot believe this. This just blows my mind. I mean, like I said, hey, if the court wants to impose the maximum sentence, like, I'll approve that message, because because I will approve that judgment, that ruling, because Sarah's just like, she has no fucking, she shows no remorse, and I that doesn't sit well with me. I kind of got that with the Menendez brothers. If I did a reading, it was like an hour and a half long. I'm not gonna release that though, because if I release it, I'm gonna have to do editing, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna keep it. Oh no, I think I deleted it. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, never mind. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I got that with the Menendez brothers, where what I got was that two brothers, one of them was abused, the other one wasn't. I'm sorry, I'm just going off on this one because I've been dying to like get do another reading on them. But the two brothers, one of them was sexually abused, the other was not. Okay, I'm taking Eric as the one who was abused, and Lyle was the one who was not. Lyle had a lot of issues with his father, because Lyle wanted to do things his way, and his father's like, no, you're going to go to college, and I'm going to make sure you got the best education. And his father thinks he's doing something good for his kid. But these two were always at it. Jose Menendez would not have run the risk of abusing Lyle, because Lyle just, like I said, them two were always going at it. So he sees it as Lyle would, he would give me up in a heartbeat. The moment I try to put my foot down, he's going to say, well, I'm going to go to the cops. I'm going to expose you. He knew this. He didn't mess with Lyle, but he did abuse Eric. Okay. Now, I think the reason why it's a big deal, because there's a former member of Menudo, right, that came forward and said that Jose Menendez, I don't know, like abused him. I don't know what he. Anyways, it gave more weight to the claims that these brothers were making. So, and I was pulling on that, and I did get that Jose Menendez did do that to this man. So Jose Menendez is like, he is an abuser. He is a predator. But he didn't abuse both of the boys. Now, the reason, when Eric tells Lyle, hey, this has been going on, Lyle is a manipulator, so he's like, oh, I'm going to use this as you know, he was manipulating his brother like, we got it, we got to get rid of him, we got to get rid of him. And Eric's like, yeah, I'm with you, I'm with you, because he did want this piece of shit gone. But Eric didn't want his mother gone. See, Lyle's his angle was, we can get the money, but we can't just kill the dad because the money goes to the mom after that. No, we have to get rid of both of them. That's why Lyle went to confess. Or not Lyle, Eric went to confess, because he couldn't live with himself. He did not want to kill his mother. He didn't want to kill the mother. If he went along with it, it's probably because his brother was able to manipulate him and convince him that, yeah, it's a good idea to do that. It, like, he was for somehow making sense to Eric. So he could have gone along with it, but he didn't want to get rid of, he didn't want to kill his mother. It was Lyle, because Lyle was in it for greed. So the way I see it, if the Menendez brothers go free, only Eric should go free. Lyle should not, because Lyle killed his parents in cold blood out of greed. Eric did his time. He shows remorse. He was showing remorse after it, because he was just like, man, I did not, this is like eating me alive. I can't live with myself. He didn't care about the father. What hurt him was the guilt of his mother's death. The way I see it, Lyle Menendez should be in there for life. But Eric, he's paid his due. And he was a victim of abuse and manipulation by his father and his brother. He was being abused, and he was looking for an escape. But that's why they got caught up, because he just couldn't live with the guilt of the death of his mother. So that's how I see the Menendez brothers situation. That's what I pulled in this reading that I did, that I'm probably most likely not going to release. But that's the story that I got. It took an hour and a half to finally get all of it out, because like I said, energy can be messy. But towards the end, it started to make sense, and I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense. Okay. So that's kind of where I stand when it comes to the Menendez brothers. Eric, free Eric. Lyle, you can rot in prison, my homie. Like, you fucking greedy ass piece of shit. And to manipulate his brother's trauma like that is pretty disgusting, and it is sick. So that's how I see that situation. If you show remorse, I'm willing to give people more grace and mercy, when it comes to my judgment, not that my judgment matters to them. There's probably like, and you are, but that's just me, if I were to have a conversation with these people, that's kind of how I would be more, like, I don't know. I would be more willing to let them go free, especially when they show remorse. Sarah Boone shows none. And her claiming battered spouse just highlights that now it's like, I'm the victim. I'm the real victim. Not to say that he wasn't victimizing her by abusing her, in like maybe using her. I'm getting more using. He used her. Maybe he needed a place to stay. He needed some extra money. I don't know what their relationship was like, but I'm kind of getting that one of those situations where it's like, so this bitch is hard up for a man for attention. So I'll just, pay her some compliments, buy her some things every now and then. And I got her hooked, and she'll, anytime I need money, I can get it from her. And he could have been messing around like that, playing with fire, saying, or, making her believe, telling her that he's, they could have been making plans for later on down the road, knowing that he wasn't even going to be there. He was planning, let me see if I can get some money out of her, and then I'll come back home. And she found out. So I'm not saying that he wasn't being a piece of shit to her, and using and abusing her. But she was no saint herself. She was no victim. This played out because of toxicity in relationships, and toxicity comes when you don't know yourself. So if you're in a toxic relationship, just know neither one of yous know yourself. So you're very easily manipulated and controlled, or you could be the aggressor and always it's unhealthy, because you are unhealthy as individuals. It's something, I'm not talking to everybody, but this is like to the people. There's certain people that do need to hear this. That just know that if you're in a toxic relationship, it is not fucking cute. There's something seriously wrong with you. And that's a couple of very toxic people together. It can be dangerous. Seriously, people can lose their lives because of this, or things get out of hand. I was getting that I don't really think she intended to kill him, but she wanted to make him suffer, and she took it too far. And she's like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that last thing. No, bitch, you shouldn't have done any of it. Like, oh my God, get some help. And because she refused to admit that she committed this crime, she did this, she murdered a man. Now she's gonna be able to spend her whole life, or however long, thinking about it. This is like one big timeout in your room. It's gonna suck for her. Oh my God. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I always appreciate the love and support, guys, and I will see you guys next time.